What's going on, you RC fiends? Today I have an amazing video just for you guys to see here on the RC Fiend channel. We have the beautiful Cen F450 right over there. I don't know if it's been done, but it probably has. But we're going to do it here because we're going to be towing a lot of weight, and I'm not sure that suspension system can actually handle it. I know Quade's on his channel. We've put that thing through some tests, and it just cannot handle it. So we're going to do something that maybe might solve this problem. Here is the rear of the Cen F450, and it's the just stock system. I haven't done anything to it, but if you notice right here, we have some very beefed up leaf springs that I built. I took the ones off Amazon, and I got a set of 4, but took 2 apart and added them to this one, and we have some very, very beefy leaf springs. We're going to be trying to custom build this. We're going to try to put it like that, more than likely. I'm not 100% sure yet. We're probably going to actually do a drop mount here. That way it still has suspension. We could even hook it to this bar on both sides. I don't know, but we're going to find out today, and we've got a lot of design to do, so let's get on with this video. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take all this off. We do not need any of this. We do not need this rear hitch receiver because QCRC hooked me up with an amazing hitch system, and we're going to be putting that on this truck, so we might as well go ahead and take this off. And we're also going to be changing these traction bars and putting on the awesome red metallic QCRC traction bars. Let's start by taking off this, I don't know what you really call this, but let's just start by taking this off, and then we'll move on to the traction bars. But I want to go ahead and get that rear taken off so we know what we need to do to put the leaf springs on. We got the back hitch off. We've got all the traction bars off right here in the back. We have whatever this is supposed to be. I guess this is supposed to kind of act like a key, like on a truck. I guess a torsion bar. Now the next step is going to be to throw the new traction bars on and get that on, make it look all good and stuff. And then we're going to, and that's just so I can get this to hold steady. Then I gotta go ahead and sit these on the axle, take these shocks off, and mock up a design. We got the back ones on here. They look really, really good. Don't mind that. I stripped one of the screws and I had to use some pliers and scratch that. We'll fix that. Can't be having no scratches on a show truck. These right here kept it from swaying back and forth, which I didn't like. It was just up and down. I mean, that'd be good kind of for towing, but also if you hit a rock over here, you're also going to want that side over there to be able to flex away from this side. That way it can go up like that and jump over the rock without throwing everything everywhere. Next thing we're going to do is take this bad boy off right here. I don't know if I can get it up in the camera. Yep, right there. We're going to take that off and see how good the suspension is then. I took the back cross member, I guess, bar right here. I took it off and immediately it wanted to lean a little bit to the driver's side. But that's okay because we're going to fix that with the leaf springs when we throw it on there. Just taking off all that stuff might be a good upgrade for this truck. For some people, depending on how you want to run it, because it actually lets it sway pretty good. I mean, that's a good sway right there. And it goes right back up. So I think that'd be a pretty cool little design there to make this thing a little Baja truck or something. Put some nice shocks on it. See, it sways really good. Gives it a lot more flex, a lot better sway. I actually kind of like that. I'd definitely run that if I was going to be running this pretty hard. But we're wanting to tow with it. So we're going to be throwing these bad boys on here. This is going to be the next step actually. We're going to be trying to take this spring off over here, the shock. And we're going to be trying to mock this up so we can get a little bit of an idea of what type of design we need to be able to run leaf springs on this thing. So I went ahead and took off this mount right here. It was for the sway bar. It just sat on the axle right here and slid under that screw. So we went ahead and took that off, and now we are actually printing a new bracket that goes here. It's the frame support. This also connects the battery tray. So we're going to take this off, and we're printing the mount right now. Basically just has these mounts coming off right here. I've got one that's designed, don't mind the beard, I need to get this thing all brushed up. But I got a cool design for it. It has two different types of those little brackets where the leaf springs hold on. I just want to see which one has the stronger integrity, so I'm going to print one on each side, and whichever one holds up the best, I will print completely on both sides and reprint the entire thing, and we should be good, and hopefully we'll get this thing done soon. I know I still got to make the back bracket and the axle brackets. This is going to be a long process. That's why I'm showing it bits and pieces of it. I don't want to show the whole thing. I don't want to bore you with all of it. If I figure this out, and hopefully I do, we will have a awesome tow truck. I apologize for not being able to get this on video. I actually printed this and installed it. Turned out great. It fit perfectly. It's the perfect height. It's completely level. And it's printed to be able to take, get my hands out of there, take leaf springs. So the whole idea is to take the leaf spring, have it mounted there, and it goes inside like so. But the problem I'm having right now is I designed these perfectly if I would have moved those leaf spring brackets back a 6mm gap. I've done something very silly. I measured it while it was low like that. You can't get an accurate measurement when it's not the way it's going to be sitting. So I should have took the measurement like this, and I'm 6mm off. If you can see back there, I'm not touching the bracket. So we're going to fix that. This thing is old. It's the original Ender 3V2. I've had it forever, since I first started the channel years ago. So the problem I'm having is it's printing, and it prints maybe one or two little strings, lines, and then it decides it wants to not adhere to the bed anymore. And I've been printing without glue, so I don't know why it would need glue now. And golly, that thing is hot. And the reason why it's inside of a box is it's hard to retain heat with these things when they're not enclosed. So I've got it in a box now. I need to cover it with a piece of plexiglass, but I haven't got around to do that yet. And this thing takes forever. So here we are going to print these. It's going to find its level here 2 times, and then it's going to print. While we wait on that to print, I think we're going to go ahead and throw the front torsion bars on this thing, because just the back ain't cutting it. I really want to see it with the full red on red and with the silver body on it. So while we're waiting on that to print, we are going to go ahead and throw the front ones on. Heck yeah, this is looking great, looking fantastic. Waiting on that stuff still. It's barely got anything printed so far, so I think while we wait on that, we're gonna go ahead and throw this bad boy on. This is the ultimate hitch kit for the Cen F450. This is QCRC's product. Of course, gonna go with the beautiful red metallic and see how this bad boy looks. First thing we're going to do is take all this out of this nice packaging and make sure everything stays what it's labeled baggy. Going to start assembling all this, which all this goes pretty much inside like that. You do both sides and it goes into the frame like the originals did. It slides in there perfectly and it fits nice and snug. You drop you some 2 screws on each side and you should be good. First thing we're going to do is we're going to install these onto the frame, and all you're going to do is take this side right here. It looks like the side that is basically, it starts off as a hexagon, and you're going to insert it there. If you want an extreme in-depth video to install your nice hitch kit, go hit up QCRC's page, and he's got a very good video explaining on how to do that. Looking good, looking good. We got it done. 100%. Oh boy. We have our first leaf. All I gotta do is put that hole right there up inside of there and then make this bracket somehow. I think I already know how I'm gonna do it. Let me go ahead and see if I can't get that in there, and then we'll do the back. Got a major breakthrough. I now have both leaf springs on the truck connected to the axle. They are there. It's official. It is official. I've got a new battery tray bracket printing. I ended up, instead of moving the leaf springs or bending the leaf springs down to actually get it to work, it will work, but I don't want them already compressed when I actually attach them to the truck. I want them to be completely like no pressure on them at all until you get a trailer on it. That way, if you do hit bumps, you do get a little bit of a shock. You don't want them too tight when you put them on, because then you'll have no compression. So we're waiting on that to print now, and I just moved the brackets over 3 millimeters, and that should fix my problem. That is the bracket so far. for the back that's going to hold it. Really, I need to just take this right here. It's very sensitive, but take it, drop it down, bring it over, and maybe see, is that gonna be good right there? Let's check it. I think that'll do. I think that'll do. I can't believe I've done it. It is finally here. In under 3 days, I have built a Cen F450 with a leaf spring rear end. I'm going to turn this camera around and I'm going to show you something that is glorious. It's going to outperform any Cen that I know of when it comes to hauling heavy equipment, heavy trucks, and heavy trailers. Oh boy. Look at that. I got some custom 3D printed brackets there for the back. I printed a custom battery tray adapter here, or brace I should say. Let me show you the original one. Here's the original brace that was there. It just sat in there. Battery tray connected to those two rears, and it just slid inside there. I said, screw it. I'm not going to buy another one of these. I could have bought it with that, but it's not sticking out as far as I need it. So I said, I got a 3D printer and an amazing creative mind. Let me go ahead and design and create a new bracket to hold the battery, but also to hold the leaf springs. Then I've got some custom, basically just like what a U-bolt would do, but they're mounted to the axle. So it's strong, it's sturdy, and I mean, I'm telling you, this thing is solid. Still got suspension, but it is solid. Like, it takes some force to move it. So when we pull a gooseneck or when we pull a bumper pull trailer, woo, boy, we are gonna have plenty of tugging power here in the rear. With all this being done now, I have a Cen F450 that has leaf springs in the rear. So we're going to build a trailer next, and we're gonna put some heavy machinery on that bad boy, and we're gonna see how much power this thing has. Got all the material back here already waiting on me. Just gotta design it, get some screws. Well, I already have all the hardware and the metal and the wood. I just got to get the idea and the design drawn up before I start. Let's go ahead and throw the wheels and the body back on this thing and see how this thing looks with the leaf springs and the new traction bars that QCRC was awesome enough to supply us with, and this brand new hitch kit. Way better. It looks fantastic. Oh boy, do not mind all the screws and all the parts. Took the hitch off just because I'm gonna have to figure out that little gap right there. I think I might have these too low. I don't know. I did take them off, but yeah, it looks fantastic. You got the shocks up front with the red traction bars, with the silver body, the rears, no shock in the back. No massive, nasty, ugly Cen shock back there. Look at the beauty. I know it's hard to see. There's no light. But, man, you've already seen leaves. Here it is with the body. And I might do some custom wheels. I might make my own custom wheels. I'm thinking a black inside and a red design inside of there. Kind of to match these right here. Would look amazing. Might even go as far as printing my own door handles. I really don't like the stickers there. It just looks way too fake. But all in all, I think this is going to be great. I mean, it's got some suspension and it sways a good bit like it should. But it's beefed up as heck. I think that's going to be it for this one. The next video, we will definitely be testing this out with maybe one of Quade's trailers. I don't really have a trailer right now that I can pull with this. That's the next project, actually, in the next video. I've already said that. I'm going to build a nice, it's either going to be a gooseneck or bumper pull. I'm thinking it's going to be a gooseneck. I ain't never done one of them. I've done 3 bumper pulls now, and I really want to try a gooseneck, design my own hitch and everything. It'd be great. This turned out fantastic. Let me know in the comments if you think I should do the front as well and do a complete straight axle swap on this Cen. Never seen anybody do it. Somebody might have, but I got the back looking good. Back's perfect. I can do the front the same way, and we'll have a solid truck. But I kind of wanted suspension in the front, so I would definitely lighten up them leaf springs just a tad. I definitely beefed them back ones up. Overall, I love it. I hope you guys love it as well. I hope this inspires y'all to do and design some of y'all's own products and get them on your vehicles and make them things look the way you want them to look. I knew right out of the box the suspension in the back had to go. Seen plenty of people's failed. I wasn't going to be one of them. So that's going to be the end for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did. Also, don't forget, we are doing a giveaway for the first 300 subscribers. It's completely free. All you have to do is subscribe. We are giving away the beautiful TRX4M in the color red. Might even throw in a little special item in there with it. I'm not going to reveal what that is. Maybe the subscriber who luckily wins this giveaway will post a picture or tag me on their Instagram and show me that they have received it. Once again, subscribe for a good chance to win a beautiful red TRX4M. Really do appreciate you guys watching these videos. I really do. I greatly appreciate the support. I accept any feedback you guys give me. Guys, come back for the next video on the trailer, the start of the trailer build. It's going to be epic.